By the end of this video, I hope you'll understand the true importance of being yourself. Because the case I'm about to bring you today is something that will make you wake up to that reality. I think we've all been aware of the Manosphere. And if you know what the Manosphere is, Andrew Tate and Co. and Fresher Fit and Hamza, all them kind of people, and I'm not here to bash them and act like they haven't done good things for, the likelihood of men. They've given their gems and things of that nature. However, one common thing that we've seen in recent years is that they are dying off. The whole Manosphere motivation kind of thing is dying, and for good reason. We have people being exposed for saying opposite to what they teach. We have people being exposed for scamming and just being ridiculously unreasonable and being non-realistic with life. People had enough of it, especially young men, and they're waking up to that, thinking that, okay, this is a bit toxic. But why has that happened? Why is there such a disgust for it? Well, because it's fake. I thought it was obvious, but if you want me to explain even more, it's because it's all fake. I think the common thing with these Manosphere people is that they say one thing and then the next time they make another video, they contradict what they used to say. And they acknowledge their contradiction and they kind of just like brush it over and gaslight the people into thinking that they just want to be haters or crazy. But literally speaking, if you are telling people not to go for women that are of a disgusting standard, then why do you go for those same type of women? If you value families, then why do you have loads of women around you? Like the whole kind of thing doesn't really make sense and it's confusing people, and that's because of the lack of consistency. And this is where you have to see something, yeah? When you are a person that's lying, it's hard to keep up with the lie, Because the lie, you say it once, and then if someone keeps asking you over and over again, this is what police detectives do. They ask you your story over and over again if they suspect you're lying. And it's interesting because each time you tell that story, part of your story changes or you forget a certain bit because it's hard to remember a lie because it's not true. You're kind of just saying things that you have to remember certain details. It's a lot more labor. Your brain can't keep up with it. But when you're telling the truth, it's easy to repeat the truth over and over and over and over and over again, the same way that you told it the first time, and you can continue saying that same truth the 5,000th time. Why? Because it's the truth. The reason why these Manosphere people, and not just Manosphere people, a lot of people on YouTube, or a lot of people in general, get exposed as being fake or weird or like non-genuine, is because they're pretending to be somebody they're not. And when you pretend to be somebody you're not, it's really corny. Additionally, even worse is that when you pretend to be someone you're not, and then you try to convince people that they're the idiots for clocking your BS. That's the disgusting low level ish. Now I understand that this society kind of expects us to act a certain type of way. Some of us want to fit in, some of us want to get to a certain place in life. Some of us just want to feel normal or feel like we belong. But when you start not being yourself, it makes you not authentic, and people don't like that. They don't like it, and you won't even like it yourself. If you're not even loyal to yourself and your character, then why should people be loyal to you? Why should people even give a dang about you or care about you or follow you? If you can't even follow yourself, you can't even be consistent with yourself, it makes no sense. Of course people will walk away from you because you're walking away from yourself. It's so hard to keep up with the lie every single day of your life. And you have to ask yourself, if I'm not being myself, that technically means I'm keeping up. No, that not technically. It definitely means that I'm keeping up with the lie every day. And can I be bothered to remember the lie every single day? Can I be bothered to pretend that I'm this facade when really I'm this type of way? It's ridiculous. The moral of the story of this video is to be yourself and be proud of yourself. There's going to be people who don't like you, and that's fine. There's also going to be people that do like you. Regardless of the case may be, go where you belong. Don't be that person that feels that you have to compromise your honesty and your integrity and who you really are just to fit in. It can be daunting. Yes, I'm not saying it's not daunting. But as you can see what happens with all these people, people are just walking away from them because the lie has been exposed. And whatever happens in darkness comes to light, as it says in the Bible. If you think you are different or you can keep up the facade for much longer, I'm here to tell you, I don't know one person who's kept up a lie for so long and people have just believed it. That's why you gotta be authentically you. Don't change your personality for any BS reason. Stay true to who you are. Stay true to what you believe. And if what you believe is some garbage, Find some new beliefs, start reading the Bible, start doing something better with your life, Be someone that you're proud of, because you never want to be that person who's acting outside, then go back to the mirror and then realize, now I can be myself, That's the worst thing ever. Like, you spent all day pretending and you come home, you're like, now I can be myself. Like, it's exhausting, you know me? Nah. It's a shame, man. We live in a world where everyone's so fake and it's so oversaturated with fakeness. And like, we gotta change our ways, man. We've gotta change our ways. This isn't the way to live life. With the one life that we have, we're really gonna sit here trying to appease to loads of people just because of 1-2 things. It's ridiculous. So more of the story, don't be like those people. Be authentically you. Don't lie about who you are. Don't fake something, because you can't keep up with the life forever. Be honest, be who you are, and slowly but surely, you'll find your crowd. You'll find your place of belonging. Or you can just make your own place of belonging. But all of that waiting, all of that temporary negative feelings will always be better than the instant gratification that dwindles away. Because you have to remind yourself of this at the end of the day. If you're faking to be someone you're not, people like the version of you that you are creating, not the real you. Which means technically you don't have any real people that actually like you for you. And that is a sad and depressing lifestyle.